What is up, YouTube? No matter where you are in the world, if you're going through a cold winter day like I am here in New England, there's nothing better to warm you up than a cup of hot chocolate. You guys ready for this? Let's go! For this recipe, we're going to be using real chocolate, the good stuff. I like to use Wedel because it reminds me of drinking hot chocolate in the Wedel cafe in Poland. You can find Wedel chocolate in any Polish store. If you're not near any Polish stores, you can use any high quality chocolate. That's just fine. For this hot chocolate, we're going to be using a combination of milk chocolate as well as dark chocolate. Start with 2.3 ounces or 70 grams of milk chocolate. Put the rest of the bar off to the side for later. Finally, chop the milk chocolate to make a quicker melting time when we put the chocolate into the milk. I'm a sucker for chocolate and this stuff is so good. Whatever brand you choose for chocolate, just do yourself a favor. Choose a high quality chocolate here because, well, it's the star of the show. If you choose a high quality chocolate, you're gonna have a high quality product at the end. Once you're done chopping the milk chocolate, put it into a bowl and onto the dark chocolate we go. The dark chocolate that we're using today is 64% cocoa. This isn't a science, so if you don't have 64%, don't worry about it. Anywhere from 60 to 70% cocoa will be just fine. If you don't like your hot chocolate to be as sweet, you can always experiment. You can go up to 80% or even higher with the cacao. For this recipe, we're going to use 1.6 ounces or 45 grams of dark chocolate. The rest you can use to snack on without having much guilt because they say that dark chocolate is actually healthy for you. Just like the milk chocolate, you are going to chop this up into small pieces so it does not take as long to melt. Once you are done chopping the dark chocolate, add it to the milk chocolate. By the smell of this, we are going to be in for a treat. In a small pot, add 1 1/4 cup or 300 milliliters of whole milk, 3/4 of a cup or 150 milliliters of heavy cream. I know, go big or go home. Half a tablespoon of cocoa powder and begin stirring over a low to medium heat. You're going to want to keep stirring to avoid the bottom of the pot from scorching or even worse, forming that nasty skin on top of the milk. You're going to get to a point where you start to see small bubbles forming and the milk starting to steam. Turn down the heat to the lowest setting. You don't want the milk to boil. Moving relatively quickly, add a pinch of cinnamon, a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract, and all that beautiful chocolate that you just chopped. Start mixing and keep mixing. You're gonna stir for about 5 minutes. Even though you may think that the chocolate is completely melted, it's not. If you want a velvety smooth hot chocolate, keep stirring until your spoon has nothing but a velvety hot chocolate. Pour into a cup and marvel at how thick and velvety this hot chocolate is and how amazing your house smells. This brings me back to when I was dating my wife and we went to the Wedel cafe in Krakow, Poland. Seriously, look how thick and divine this looks. At this point, you can let your imagination run free with the toppings. Canned whipped cream with some milk chocolate shavings on top? Why not? Sounds good to me. If you grew up with hot cocoa in packets and you want to go nostalgic, you can pour your hot chocolate into a mug and top with some of those tiny little marshmallows. Not Polish, but still tasty. Top with some dark chocolate to cut down on the sweetness from the marshmallows. All right, well, let's see if all that stirring was worth the effort. That is so good. That is what I'm talking about. I could drink a melted chocolate bar any day of the week, forever. I would take this over a hot cocoa any day of the week. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer the thin hot cocoa like my family or the melted chocolate bar like myself? Leave that in the comments below. Also, if you like what you see here, smash that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and tickle that bell to be notified of future videos. As always, thank you for checking out Rafal's Food, and we'll see you soon.